Hello, I'm John from the Haunt Informer,
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
and this is episode 32 of Full Informer. And we're going to talk about lots of things with the haunt industry today. So, I'm going to tell everybody what the backstory of Red Vein Haunted House in Virginia is for this year. It is called 1987. So, this is the actual backstory from their YouTube and everything. And I'll have that video for that teaser linked below on this video on my channel. So, in the summer of 1987, it has finally given way to autumn in Virginia. As the leaves change and nights grow cooler, counselors and campers at Camp Ashland prepare for their annual Halloween bash on farmland near the old abandoned orphanage and asylum of Hanover. And what they're referring to is there's mobile haunt attractions with Red Vein, and there's a scary orphanage, and there is also an asylum. So that's what they're alluding to there. And the grounds include great camping sites, plenty of woods for hiking, and outbuildings for activities. But as they ready the apples for bobbing and the pumpkins for carving, the dark and mysterious history of the land begins to resurface. So then, obviously, that is from the past stories. The Red Vein, like Emily Red Vein, is coming back, and bad things are starting to happen again. And they're going to see more like cultist symbols, like the eyes and everything. That's all going to come back for sure. And long story short, bad things are starting to happen, and people are hearing whispers of bad voices in their ears. So bad things are going to start happening, pretty much. And also, they debuted it when we talked to them, to Katie and Ryan, that they debuted a Camp Ashland escape room in a bus that they debuted at Springween. So that ties into the whole theme this year. So yeah.
I love that Red Vein has these like long, like elaborate backstories. It's not
Yeah.
just like, oh, so and so died here.
Yep.
The end.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I love that they have these elaborate backstories, and obviously they're doing this, whole summer of '87
Yes.
and leading into like autumn of '87, and it's just there's always like some power being happening with them, always with their backstory. It's not just
Yes.
someone went crazy. It's always some elaborate.
Yes, yes, it is. They always take their time with everything, and I'm very curious. I already saw some of the merch for Spring Halloween, and it had like different custom artwork, and it had like people holding like dead bunnies, and it said Camp Ashland on their shirt. It was like a killer counselor. So I feel like I'm getting vibes of like Friday the 13th, but like with the Virginia mix and like Red Vein all twisted together. So it should be really interesting.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be cool. It's definitely one I would love to check out this year if,
Yes.
if we can get down there.
Yeah,
I know
that'd be
it's a bit of a
awesome.
drive, but
Yes.
it's definitely one of like my top fives to check out. You
Yes,
know,
like yeah, I totally agree. Because they I've seen videos. I watched a video of how the whole walkthrough years and years ago. The guy got permission before he did. He posted it. And it was years and years ago, so it's drastically different, but it looked really neat.
they're constantly working. If you follow them on like their
Yes.
Instagram and Facebook and stuff, I mean, they're working throughout the whole year, getting things ready and
Yes.
stuff like that. So it's like not just it's definitely not a haunt they just throw together. Just like okay,
No,
so
no.
they spend a lot of time and make sure everything looks good, make sure everything is to the story,
Yes.
stuff like that. So
Yeah, and in case anybody hasn't seen the video yet, and this is your first time seeing a Fallen Former episode, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. And you can check out the interview that we did, and I'll have that link below on my channel here. So definitely check that out. And all the Fallen Former videos are both on my channel, The Haunted Former, and on Glenn's. So you can check them out on both channels. And we have a whole bunch of episodes. This is episode 32, so lots to see there. So we're also going to different haunts this year, and we already have mobile ones confirmed for our schedule for the 2022 haunt season, and I'm very excited. We're going to go back to Bates Motel and Haunted Hayride, and I haven't been there since 2019, so I missed the whole actually walking through the trail of the hayride instead of going on the wagon. I know Glenn has his opinion on that. He prefers the wagon, and I am very excited that they are bringing the wagon back for this year, and you're actually sitting in the hay. So tell me what you think about that.
I'm glad they're bringing back the actual wagon. But who knows? A lot can happen between now and October.
Yes.
Um, but as of right now, yes, the wagon is coming back,
Yeah.
which is nice. Um, and not only do you need the wagon to have like, you know, um, the to see like everything and have like the triggers going off so everyone can see it. They also cut down the length of the hayride when you had to walk it. Um, so it'll be cool if they opened everything back up again with the wagon.
Yes. And I'm
So
also very excited to see the Bates Motel because I haven't been through there for years. And last year they actually did massive renovations to it and changed like 6 rooms. So that haunt's going to be like brand new to me. So
yeah,
I'm very excited about that. And we took advantage of the 50% off deal for the summer with the email. So definitely sign up for the email for the future. And actually, right now, as of the publishing of this video, you can get 25% off with a discount code they have. So definitely check that out on their social media. And follow Bates Motel. They post all kinds of great deals. And they also have Bates Motel escape rooms year round. And they also have the laser tag. So definitely check out them.
what else are you officially got planned for?
Yes, so far I have Field of Scream.
Officially, not tentatively, not just, oh, I'd like to get, what do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
officially?
yeah. Officially, I know I'm actually going to go to the Field of Screams Media Night this year. I'm very excited for that, and I love their tagline for this year is 30 years of harvesting screams or harvesting fears. I love that, and they have a really fun teaser where it's like a whole bunch of the teasers are on like the screen is like a whole bunch of boxes, and they all like converge, and it's like turns into a skull. It's really cool. I like the teaser. They did a good job on that. And they teased a whole bunch of different scenes on the email they sent me with the newsletter. And they teased that one of the new scenes is going to be the clown scene in the Frightmare Asylum. And when I went through during halfway to Halloween, that scene was gutted. There was literally nothing in it. It was just a room. And on the wall, they had like clown construction going on. And the way they did it was they just had the lights dim on and off every couple seconds. So you were more like confused. And there's a whole bunch of clown characters in there, and they laid down. So when between the lights turning on and off, they jumped up and all were running after you and grabbing you and pushing you back and forth. It's pretty insane. So it wasn't even though it was a blank room, they totally took advantage of it. So I was happy with that. So I can't wait to see what they come up with this year because they seemed really excited about it. So that's guaranteed. And I'm also going to go to Kim's Crypt with you. And that's exciting because that's the first time you're going, and they're
Yes.
doing massive renovations this year. They are completely changing the Midway and updating the House of Eyes and Order Haunt attraction there. So that should be really exciting.
Yeah, that's definitely, I'm definitely excited to check out Kim's. I know that's definite. Bates Motel's definite,
Yes.
and Creamy Acres for me is definite.
All
I already
Creamy
got
Acres is
tickets
definitely
for
for you.
Creamy Acres, yes.
Yeah.
That's another place to sign up for their emails
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. Because they do good discounts during off season. So
Nice.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely check out for every haunt attraction. If they have a newsletter, sign up for it or follow them on social media. There's a very high chance they're going to have all kinds of great deals for you throughout the season. And they might even have good deals like BOGO deals, like buy one, get one free. So you never know. You never know what they're going to do. So definitely stay tuned to them. And what haunts would you like to see? Obviously, Red Vein, we'd like to go see this year. Be awesome if we made it out. But what other ones would you like to go to if possible this year?
Um, if possible, I'd like to hit some more out in like Jersey area.
Okay.
Like Field of Terror would be cool to check out. Um, Scary Rotten Farms. I've always wanted to check them out. Um, but other than that, yeah, I'm so bad with like trying to like plan, and I know a lot of guys have like their schedule already done. Is just like
Yeah, yeah.
set in stone. I'm sure you have a good idea of what you're doing there, John. You're on
Oh
top of
yeah. Yeah,
me. I'm just like,
I have a whole bunch of ones that I want to go to.
right, me, it's just kind of like, yeah, I mean, Bloodshed, obviously, we're
Yes.
going to get there again this year. It's just a matter of when. It's a matter of um, what,
Timing.
what, what the schedule looks like, you
Yeah,
know?
pretty much. Definitely want to do the Bloodbath upgrade or what if the Psycho Pass upgrade is what they're calling it
Yeah,
now.
right.
Yeah. So
So stuff like that,
yeah.
I like to do. but nothing set in stone yet. Reapers, so we're gonna go through Reapers again.
Reaper's Revenge repping today.
Um, it's just a matter of the date.
Yes.
I can't do media night, but I would like to pick a date. So
Yes, and definitely I'd like to make it out to Markov's this year. That would be so much fun. We actually got to talk to them and I got to meet them in person at the Transworld Haunt Show this year. They were very nice. So it would be awesome to go there. If you send a picture of you to us, we'll put it in the haunt attraction. And I sent them pictures of me and they said they got it. So I definitely want to go and see if they put me in it. Because I think that'd be hilarious. Be like, oh hey, there's me, a bloody poster.
So as of July 31st, John, how
Yes.
many haunts have you been to this year so far?
This year, oh, I've been to so many already. I man, I've already been to the Darkness Haunted House, Disturbia, Massacre. I went to Hell's Gate. I went to so many haunts already. I went to Terror Labs. I went to Field of Screams. I've been to a ton.
You went to the Blood Prison in
Yes,
Ohio?
I just went to the Blood Prison, Ohio, and that was excellent. Highly recommend that haunt. So, and this year, the Touch Pass is coming back for 2022, where you can wear a glow necklace, kind of like the opting in and tear down the walls without the blood X on your face. And then they can grab you and be more aggressive and scary and be more in your face and scary with you. So it already was an interactive haunt without touching. So I could like just imagine how good it would be with that. So and what's funny is if you listen to the Blood Prison Shakedown, that's a whole YouTube channel that the owners and the actors actually run, and they talk all about Blood Prison year round. And they actually were joking about, yeah, they count how many uh, of the necklaces they find, how many people they scare, and they just throw them off. They're like, this is too much. Like the Warden's Widow, the first character you see when you walk in. She's a very intimidating, crazy character. She's actually 6'7". I actually met her during that festival when I went there, and she's awesome, really creepy, really nice makeup design from the makeup artists they have there. And she said just from people seeing her and her screaming at them, they just immediately take it off. They get so scared and they haven't even stepped in. So you're definitely in for an interesting experience there. And in my video, I didn't ruin the end of either attraction because they both are really cool. They're both completely different endings. And there's
Nice.
even more. I went to the short version and it felt like a long haunt. And there's even more. You get to go through the cell blocks and there's a clowns section. There's all kinds of awesome stuff. So I was thoroughly impressed by what they had already. So can't wait.
Speaking of places I would like to check out, Chambers of Hell up in New York, which appears to be in like kind of like Long Island area-ish. I saw on their Instagram they're kind of, it looks like they're doing what I want a haunt to do, where it's
Yes.
like actual like you trick or treat through the haunt type thing
Yes.
while being scared and trying to it says something like will you get tricked or will you get a treat or something like that. It sounds really cool.
Yes.
It's something I would love to see more haunts do. I want to see more haunts bring Halloween back into the
Yes.
actual haunt. It's called Chambers of Hell. Look them up on. I found them on Instagram. I'm sure they got a Facebook.
Yes.
Other stuff. It just sounds like such a cool concept of going through a haunt, like trick or treating through it.
Now, I'm curious. We'd have to ask them. We'd have to message them and like talk about it in the future. But it'd be really cool if they gave you an actual like pumpkin pail, and they actually
Something. You're
where you
right.
can go through
Yeah.
and actually carry it. It's not like here's a Reese's, and you're like, where do I put it? Do I put it in my pocket?
Right.
What do I carry this through the whole rest of the So that'll be fun.
So yeah, no, I would love to check that out and to see what they got going on up there. With this, trick or treating through a haunted house, that's got to be really cool.
Yes, definitely. And another haunt that I'd like to go to, I really hope I can make it out, is Lehigh Valley Scream Park because you went there last year, and everybody that went last year, including the haunt review crew, they went as well, and they said it was fantastic. especially Condemned, I've heard was really scary. You have a fun story about Condemned, you could tell if you wanted to. And
Yeah, the girl up in the attic type thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, no. Lehigh Valley Theme Park really like stepped up their game. I mean, they were great before, but what they're doing now is just so it's just so awesome what they got going on there. No, I would love to check them out again this year and go through it.
yeah, because just the facade alone for Condemned looks amazing. I can only imagine what the set design inside of it looks like. So,
Yeah, they got a great hayride too out there.
yeah, you told me a while ago about how they had like a twisted, like Ronald McDonald kind of thing.
Yeah,
Made it
it's like an
really
old
creepy.
abandoned. It looks like an old abandoned like McDonald's playground. Back when
Yeah.
McDonald's used to have like that play area.
Yeah.
Um, it's kind of looks like that, like this like abandoned McDonald's play area.
Yeah. That intrigued me so much. I was like, that sounds really unique. Like I've never seen that anywhere. So I have to go everywhere to see what they do because even Night of Terror, we walked through at the end of the trail. Remember, we walked through foam.
Hmm.
That was fun. So hopefully they bring back the foam in the toxic scene. Remember the toxic scene in the hayride?
Hmm.
Hopefully they
Yeah.
bring that back this year.
Yeah, no, I mean, I said that's one for sure I'm going to. So, Creamy Acres has really gotten so much better in the past couple of years. Uh,
So, what in particular are you looking forward to this haunt season? Are you going to try more food options? Are you going to look at more games like escape rooms, mini escape rooms? What are you looking forward to see this season?
um, I always go. I always love to see like what they got going on outside. Um, like what their midway area looks like.
Yes.
And just because I'm a huge fan of like you have to have like that good atmosphere before you can get in there. You know, like what's it like? Um, so definitely stuff like that. Yeah, I always try some food options. What they always whether it be donuts or French fries or
Yeah.
stuff like that. See what they got going on. I'm terrible at escape rooms. I've
Yeah.
talked about that before, but they're
Yeah.
always fun to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially like the quick ones, and
Yes.
Field Spring's got like the 5 minute ones.
Yes.
But after a while, if it's not a timed one, it just gets starts to get frustrating.
Oh yeah, you've done the longer ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I talked that I'm not. I've never did like X throwing or anything like that.
Yeah.
But no, the games I played at other ones have been fun. I don't look to go to attraction to play games and stuff like that.
All right.
But I
You're
do
just
want a
saying
cool
that.
atmosphere. I do want like a cool like music, lights, fog, stuff like that. So
Well, talking about cool lights and fog, Phil Screens has been teasing for a long time now, including with the email, with the newsletter, that they're going to have a 30th anniversary light show. So it's going to be like rave music and lights and fire, and they're going to have it periodically through every night this season. So that should be really interesting.
hmm, yeah,
Yeah. So definitely look forward, if there isn't copyrighted music in it, definitely look forward to that video in the future.
right.
Oh, man.
I miss. Do you remember when Field Screams used to have like the half pipe for skateboarders?
See, I think you've told me about this before, and I never saw it. I only ever
Never
heard.
saw it. Yeah,
No.
they used to have like it was never like now it's like they just have the stage and different bands play and everything. But back then it used to be like more things. Each weekend had like a
Yeah.
specific like theme or something. And I remember like they had like a half pipe for skateboarders and stuff.
Were they actually doing like flips and
Oh
everything?
yeah, oh yeah, man, these guys were good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Last time I was there for halfway to Halloween, there was actually a cover band there that was called Hellbent, and they had a fun logo, and they were doing it like a Halloween, but like summertime party. So they had like inflatables and they had like lays on like they were at a luau. It was
Oh,
funny.
okay.
But they were doing covers of like Judas Priest, like they did Electric Eye and they were doing Black Sabbath, and they were actually really good. I really enjoyed it. And they're actually coming back for opening weekend of Field Scream. So I hope
Uh,
that when I'm there.
nice.
Yeah. They actually commented on my video when I mentioned them. I took a picture of them. They said, "Oh, hey, thanks for mentioning us." So it'll be fun to see them again.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Oh
But
man.
yeah, no, that's what I'm looking forward to. Just seeing um what the midway's like, what's what the atmosphere is like at these places.
Now, what kind of scare techniques do you like seeing the most at haunt attractions? Do you like scares from the ground, flying actors, dark mazes? What scares you the most in these haunted attractions?
Um, probably the ground, like any actor on the ground or any like crawling or weird movement on the ground, stuff like that. But John, you've been through a haunt with me, and it
Yes,
doesn't
it's
take much to
no,
as many haunts as I've been to. Like I'm not like screaming around,
no,
carrying on, but like you see me get a few good jump scares, and
yes, I have too. I'm guilty
yeah,
of it. I still
yeah. Um, but yeah, mostly ground or just like something you don't expect, or like what Reapers does so well is like they'll distract you one way,
yes,
like and then someone will hit you from the other side. Yeah, yeah.
yes. They got you good in the Lost Carnival, man.
Oh yeah. They were all those drop windows, all those stuff like that. I mean, they were just
Man,
they were getting me left and right
yeah.
at Reapers, but
Oh man.
so it doesn't take much. It just all depends on like how you go about it.
I remember that surprise last scare at Night of Terror, the first time we ever went through, and you're like, whoa, they got you good.
Well, any loud sounds too,
Yeah,
you've been to any loud sounds, any like those like gunshot sounds. It's just
yes,
like they get me every time.
yeah, yeah. Well placed scare, especially when I'm going through a dark maze and I don't think someone's real, and then they are. That
Right.
that normally gets me. Like when you go through dark areas, like at the Blood Prison, I went through one area, one scare actor that really stood out to me was you know the like the freezer strips you push through. You went
Hmm.
through that and you're like this really big, like long, wide, creepy hallway that was just untouched. They just had the natural, just creepy prison. And you walk through and you push through these freezer strips, and immediately there was a scare actor holding herself up by her legs and arms on the wall, looking down at you. That freaked me out so bad. It's like, whoa. It's like, that's excellent. That got me. So great job to her again. Like,
Yeah.
wow. And she, it wasn't suspend or anything, like no restraint or anything. She was just doing it. That was impressive. So,
Yeah. I mean, and I mean, actors can do some crazy things and just come
yes,
out of nowhere and just
yes,
so any type, but like I guess mostly ground. When it comes to actors, mostly ground. But drop windows get me, loud bangs, loud jarring things. Yeah, they can all get me.
yeah. It's normally hard to scare me once I actually see you. Like if you are coming into the room and you, unless you're like really intimidating, like really into your character, it's hard to scare me when I see you already. But if you're the distraction enticing me in, and then you get me from the side, that might get me. So,
Yeah,
because I'm not scared of chainsaws, but I love chainsaw scares. Like I rather just laugh at somebody else.
right,
I don't mind it when they're like going crazy and they're into it, and like putting it on my legs and stuff. I like that. I think it's fun, but it's not scary to me.
right.
So, which is it's just completely different than 10-year-old me at Bates Motel. And the chainsaw guy came at me and I cried. Very, very different. Changed a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, what do you think has been your like funniest reaction from like the past, like the first time you went to Frightland to now? What do you think is like your first
Um.
crazy reaction to something?
Oh God, just walking on the like the bridge, the vortex bridge. I mean, I remember the first time walking on that thing and first time seeing one. It was
Yes.
just like, what is it? What is it? Because you think
Yes.
you're just gonna walk through it, and then it
Yes.
started like You felt like you were
Spooky.
moving.
Yes.
And luckily, like the first time I went through Frightland,
Mhm.
it was just me and my friend
Oh,
going through it. And there was like no group in front of us, no group behind us. So we
nice.
actually went back
Oh,
and
wow.
and like went through it again.
Awesome.
And
That's
it was
excellent.
like, but now it's just like it's so fun going on. But now I know what to expect. But
Yes. Yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
fun.
You have to love the Tormented Twister on the Field of Screams hayride then with the giant vortex tunnel.
Yeah,
Makes the
yeah,
whole wagon feel like it's gonna move.
right.
Oh man.
But there's just so many things that like the first time going through it to now is just kind of like it's still fun, but it's kind of loses its full effect.
Yeah, but going to Reapers for the first time, definitely you were impressed by everything. Like
Oh God, yeah.
especially
That's
the pumpkin forest.
oh yeah. I
That's
mean,
awesome.
and I think that's a place where like if I keep going to it and keep going, it will never lose its amazingness of it.
Yes.
Whereas like okay, the first time going through a claustrophobia bag was like,
Yes.
what am I walking through here? Like what now it's like it's still fun,
Yeah.
but now I know what it is. Now I know what to expect. I know,
Yes.
stuff like
Exactly.
that.
And I love it when you go through a haunt, like both of us have gone to haunts multiple times and you repeat every year, and then they change the pathway. I love it when they do that, where you're like, oh, I'm gonna just go this way. This ain't scary. And then you go to that part and it's completely different. Let's say they took the claustrophobia bag out and put in a brand new room. Then you're like, whoa, I don't know what I'm doing now. Like, where are we going?
Right.
I love it when they do that. So
Um, but yeah, any stuff like that, obviously, still, I always get like that nervous excitement of going to a haunt for the first time because you don't
yes.
know what you're walking into. You don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what you're to expect. Um, so that's always still exciting.
Oh yeah. You definitely get the pre-haunt jitters.
Mhm.
And then you get, of course, you get the haunt crud too. Anybody
Yes, yeah,
anybody else get haunt crud? Put it down in the comments below.
yeah.
Tell everybody what haunt crud is if it's the first time watching a Fallen Former episode.
Home crud is what we describe as like when you haven't been to a haunt in so long and you get like the fog, you get like the dirt, you just breathe in all the stuff that a haunt has to offer.
Yes.
Then you wake up the next morning and you're just like coughing up like, all types
Yeah.
of interesting colors. And it's
Yes.
just like, you're coughing, you're sneezing, you're just, because so many things get kicked up
Yes.
when you're at a haunt, especially for the first time.
Yes.
Um,
Definitely.
the fog gets in you, the dirt,
Smell of vision.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
everything. It's just so we refer to it as haunt crud.
Yes. Yes. Tell us about your experiences with haunt crud and definitely tell us about your traditions and what you have to do. I remember your interview with Halloween Haunts 365. Part of the reason why you liked your name was because it is kind of a ritual going to a haunt attraction. Like you have to have your pre-haunt things with
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's now like back like when I first started going to haunts, we would go like later in the night and it would just be like later in the season and it's
yeah.
stuff like that. And we would wait 3 hours in line. And it's
Oh
like
wow.
now it's just like, all right, get there when it's open, hit the big ones first, do
Yes.
the smaller ones close for Halloween. You know, it's really become a ritual and
Yes.
where part of the name came from.
Yes. And I'll put it up on the screen for a second if I can here. Definitely shout out to the artist who did your new artwork. Shout out him for sure because
Yeah,
I'll
Jeremy.
put I'll put
Jeremy,
that on the screen. That looked awesome.
this guy Jeremy Henderson. Follow him on Instagram. He did this really cool design for me that I'm gonna get made into t-shirts. So thank you, Jeremy. Contact him. I mean, this guy is so cool that like he'll do, you know, really cool artwork for you.
Yes.
So shout out to him.
Yes. Be on the lookout for Fall Ritual this season and see the new shirt. So,
Yes.
and I'm going to try to make this possible. We were joking about it off camera, but I think we should totally make this a reality. One day you'll see Glenn and I with reverse shirts just for one day. He'll be wearing a Haunted shirt. I'll be wearing Fall Ritual just to confuse people. That'd be so funny. We have to do that just for fun.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I just can't wait for haunt season. We're getting so close. It's literally almost August. We're getting so close. Spirit Halloween, the flagship store, just opened in New Jersey. So Spirit Halloween's coming back soon.
Yeah, I must have missed something because I thought they were always open.
No, I think they just opened. Yeah, I think they just opened this.
Okay, because when I used to work at Spirit Halloween, there was a
Mhm.
couple people from like Egg Harbor
Oh
that
yeah.
came into the store and was like, "No, yeah, there's a store open all year round."
Oh wow. It must have
So I was really confused about this new Spirit, like this flagship one opening. Maybe that's if they moved into like a bigger
maybe they
location or something.
yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I was kind of confused about that. I'm like, oh, okay, but I guess maybe it is like a bigger, and this is like a permanent location for them now.
Yeah. I know good news for me. If you follow the Haunted Forum, you've seen I posted teasers, the first Spirit Halloween sighting I saw. So they have their signs and stickers up now, hiring and everything. So they're getting ready. So,
But I'm surprised you didn't work there just to like. It is so fun setting everything up.
oh, it is?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like all those huge displays they got in the stores, all the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
animatronics, the whole thing. Like for 2 years, like when I worked there, like I built all that stuff, and it was every year is like a new theme.
Hmm.
So I'm surprised you know, but it is like you have to let it be known, like, all right, I can't work weekends, I can't work this, going to haunts and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. We already have a whole game plan for Bates Motel. We're not going on a weekend.
Yeah.
So, so tell us all about your different things you want to do. And I alluded to this in a video I did on my channel that I love having the different pumpkin spice drinks. And I can't drink coffee, but I can drink like milkshakes and stuff, and I always love those. So,
Oh, just very. Oh, yeah. When I'm like that typical Halloween, like, oh, pumpkin spice everything. Like that's the thing, man. Like I'll buy everything pumpkin spice if I see it in the store.
yes.
And they're getting crazier and crazier with their with their products and stuff and what they're
Oh
putting
yeah.
pumpkin into. Yeah.
Hmm. Because I remember last year they had like apple cider Oreos, and those were excellent.
Yeah. I mean, I've had like pumpkin flavored pasta sauce.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. Was it bad?
No, it wasn't bad, but it was very, very like subtle pumpkin
Oh,
flavor.
okay.
But it wasn't bad. It's just like you would never know it was like pumpkin other than like the color.
Okay. So it's orange instead of red.
Yeah. hmm Which is a little weird to get.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I have been John from the Haunt Informer,
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
and this was episode 32 of Fall Informer. Thank you for watching, and definitely check out Glenn's account and my account. It'll be on both channels, and definitely follow us on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I use Instagram the most, and Glenn is over on Instagram, just one word, Fall Ritual. So definitely check him out. And he has all kinds of fun with the stories and stuff. He'll add music to it. So he has lots of fun with it. So definitely stay tuned to both our channels and see what different features and polls and everything we do. So lots of fun in store. So until next time, happy hauntings. Cool.